beautiful people, welcome back to another YouTube video with me. I'm happy to see you guys here once again. So today we're going to talk about things a strong person does, and we're talking about like how it benefits this person or how it hurts this person, because there are things you might do just because you have like a strong personality or mentality or like some powers in some aspects of your life. You know what I'm trying to say? And I get this compliment a lot that I'm more mature than my age or more strong or like, you know, confident. So I was thinking about the things I do, and then I write them all down on my notebook, and then I was thinking about like the strong people that I know and what they do in their life, and I found some like similarities. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about all these things and how it benefits us or like damage us. Okay, so let's get into it. The first thing that I do, and my strong friends, I see them doing as well, is that we have more options when it comes to like choosing a friend. Now, what do I mean with this? A lot of the time, I see people having access to like as many as people I have access to, but they think about things that stop them from becoming friends with this person. For example, me as this strong person, I don't get scared of being friend with the girl who's like shy, who's not that popular, because I don't want to make myself more popular. I'm not gonna like, you know, be like, oh, the popular group of this class is this group, I want to be one of them. Normally, I either create my own group, or if the cool group is like impressive for me, not as if like they're better, but as if like they're qualified to be my friend. If I think they're qualified to be my friend, I will be a part of them and I will let them have me in their group. You know, this is how I think. This is how a strong person thinks. A strong person is just thinking like, are other people qualified enough? We don't think about the extra stuff that a lot of people think. For example, is this girl popular? Will I go up with this girl? No, we believe we can go up ourselves and alone. And this benefits me sometimes because I found really good friends, but then I found some friends that I did them a favor by just being their friend. I'm not saying like I'm better than anyone, and if I'm next to you I'm doing a favor, no. But for example, they were the type of students that other students would like not even treat them like a human. But then I was like, oh, it's okay, I will be your friend, don't sit there alone. You know, after I create my own group, I would pick that girl as well and be like, you can be a part of our group now. And then a lot of the time, the loner type of girl, the outcast girl or like guy that you see is a nice person. Till this day, I don't really know why they have no friends. They might be shy, or they might be like not that talkative, or like they might be struggling mentally, or like their like social skills might be weak. And I know that a lot of the time I become friends with them, and till this day I'm friends with some of them, and I never regretted. They're amazing people. Most of the time, the people who have less friends, you can trust them better, you can hang out with them easier. But like the whole thing I'm trying to say is some of them, a few of them, not some of them, but a few of them are trash. They deserve how they're getting treated, and there's a reason they're getting treated the way they're getting treated. You just don't know the reason. So this one, the first thing I talked about, is something that benefits me in most cases, but sometimes it damage me, because like I'd be like such an ungrateful person because I didn't expect anything in return, but you're not even giving me respect, because I'm giving you respect and I let you be friends with my friends, but then now you're acting weird. You know what kind of person I'm talking about. The second thing I do is that I never ever talk shit about anybody. Like there is no person on this planet who can come to me and be like, you talked shit about me with this other girl. I never ever do that. if I hate somebody, because I do hate many people, if I hate somebody, the only person that knows I hate this person is that person. For example, if I hate Sarah, only Sarah knows that I hate her. Because the only person I talk about this with is Sarah. I'd be like, I hate you and I don't like you. I don't. Like, I think a lot of strong people be like, I have the right not to like this person, and I have the right to let this person notice if this person is clingy or if this person is someone I see more often. And I think this is amazing. This is absolute power. Because when you make it clear, don't be rude. Don't be like, I don't like you. No, like, not like that. But if you make it clear and you be like, no, I don't like you, I don't like your attitude, and I don't like this, and I don't want you around me. If you're making it clear, you're just getting rid of this person and all the extra BS that this person carries, all the drama. I hate people who create drama, and I normally tell them, I don't like you, and I don't like that you're doing this. You need to back off, you need to get away from me. So to get rid of someone who can like be annoying in your life will save your time and energy and your happiness and the drama that this person is going to create about you. So the only thing they can do is that they're going to talk shit about you, and it doesn't matter. Just get away. Another thing I do that is really, really bad is that I make it clear that I'm strong, and I make it clear like I got this in most cases, and I make it like clear that I can help them. And you know, when you're the person who is like helping others most of the time and is just like fixing everything alone, other people assume you do not need help because you got this. Most of the time when it comes to helping and having someone's back, people think about the weaker person. They go help the weaker person, you know, which is good. I want this type of people to like receive help, but no one offers me help. A lot of the time I'm really struggling and I can fix it myself. At the end of the day I do it, but just because like I help other people, I have expectations in return. Like, I'm not saying this is like a deal we're having. If I did you like this much of favor, you should do me this much of favor. Not at all. I normally try to give more than I receive, and this makes me feel like useful and good and powerful, and I think this helps other people and they don't have to like do more for me, so they're having their own peace, you know. But then in some cases I feel lonely because I expect people to like at least offer the help, like not to help me and fix my problems. It's not your responsibility, and I didn't help you to help me, but just to hear someone offering you help is so nice. But then I can't do it myself. I mean, I can, but I don't want to because I know I can fix it myself. You know what I said? Sorry, I think like I said it in a like wrong way, because English is not my first language, obviously, but I was trying to say I can ask for help. I can, but I don't want to because I know I can solve my problem myself. And just because I don't ask, and in other cases they see me fixing everything alone, they just don't offer help. That's what I meant. So whoa, what did I write? Ooh. Oh, okay. Another thing I don't do, but I see some people that are like mentally weaker do it, is that I do not lie about me being scary, being strong, beating someone ass. I had a fight with this girl and I won. I never ever lie about these things. And I'm not talking about lying about these things to get attention to myself. I'm talking about, I see people who are the victim. This person is literally the victim, and then this person is being like, but I did this instead. Yeah, I'm gonna get my revenge. I'm like this, so be scared of me too. You know, a lot of the time you need to put the weight on your shoulder off your shoulder. So you talk with people, you nag, and I see like people doing this and this is wrong, they do it, and this is what they do. They nag, or like, for example, they cry or they're sad, they complain about like a bad thing that happened to them and they're the victim. Or like, it can be like their relationship, for example, you see that their partner is abusive, but then at the end of all they say, they be like, I did this and did this and did this and did this for revenge, you know? So this is wrong, because the person who's listening to you now is like, okay, you might be getting abused, but you're abusing the other person as well. Or like you can defend yourself, or like you're fighting back, or like maybe the reason this person did this to you is that you did this, or if you did this at some point, you might have done some even worse things that you're not talking about, so you probably deserve everything, you know? A lot of people are scared to be the victim, so they just create fake stories about how they defend themselves, how they take revenge, how they can be rough and tough as well. And this is crazy. Stop it. You need to stop it. It's okay to tell someone that you are the victim, but make sure you choose the right person and don't create stories about how you're strong. Because a lot of people, I see people doing this for two reasons. First of all, to be like, if I complain to you and if I nag to you, and now you know I'm getting abused by someone, that doesn't mean you can abuse me as well, you know? Because they want to be like, I can be bad, I can get revenge, so don't dare to do me wrong. And this is why you don't trust the person you're talking to about your problems. And the second reason, middle finger up. And the second reason, oh my God, is that I see people like being like, I just don't want to sound Vic. But being the victim doesn't mean you're Vic. In a lot of cases, it's not like that. Next reason, okay, it's related to what we just talked about. Strong people are not scared of what happened to them. They're like dark moments of life. I'm not talking about like strong people can't take like a secret or something, because there are things in life that I think only you know, and only I know, and only this person knows. You know, we keep it to ourselves. We don't want to talk about it, and we don't have to. I have secrets that I never share, but when I say like they don't talk about their dark lifetime, I'm talking about like wrong decisions they made or something bad that happened to them. Like they choose which one they want to talk about and which one they don't want to talk about, you know? They choose. And strong people are the one who chooses, you know? Because people who are like mentally weaker, they're gonna hide a part of themselves or something that they experience or something they think, just to get validation and just to like feel safe, just because they don't want to get like judged or later get bullied because of what happened to them back then, you know? They don't want people to talk about it, to just put them down. But a strong person is like, this is what happened to me, and if you're gonna use this information against me, then you are trash and I'm gonna kick you out of my life. Like, what are you gonna do? You know, a lot of the time the information you're hiding is not something that is gonna like destroy you, but you're just scared of people judging you and use it against you, which when I say use it against you is just like talking about it or disrespect you because of it. And like this makes you get a lot of fake friends, because they don't really know you, they don't really know the bad things that happens to you, and they don't really, you know, keep the bad things they know about you. I think like this will give you fake friends, and this will make you feel lonely, and this will always annoy you because you can't talk about yourself, and it's gonna ruin your confidence. I think a strong person will choose like even getting roasted and at some point in their life because of what they said about themselves, but be like about herself, but then be like, okay, you think that's roasting me just because you're getting disrespectful and you judge it like that? Okay, do it. To me, it means you're trash because you just did this. To me, it means you were fake. To me, it means you don't have value anymore. And I'm glad I know this. That's it, and I move on, you know? Just strong people don't struggle to keep people in their life. They don't try that much, that hard. Okay, another thing strong people do, they are flexible, not physically, but mentally. You know what I'm trying to say? When the situation changes, the first person who's getting used to the new situation is me, most of the time. And people get shocked. They're like, whoa, your lifestyle just, the way you get along with the situation, oh my God, you just got broke and you're just building it up and you're not crying about it, or like, you know, or like this person died and you're okay with it. I think like being mentally strong and mature is like gonna make you suffer less, because you know this word is first of all not that serious, and then you know like the serious things that you can't control are not gonna kill you. Like there are things in life you can control and there are things you can't control, and the things you can't control a lot of the time are like gonna like change your life, you know, are gonna how can I say this? The things you can't change, the big things you can change in your life, are gonna make you become, for example, successful in like more time, or like you have to now, for example, not be able to do something you love the rest of your life. You might need some health scare your whole life. You know what I'm trying to say? In hard situations like this that you can't change it, you see strong people just amazing everyone. Because I did it myself too. I don't want to talk about my whole disease in here, but I'm doing pretty well with it. I'm even getting better, which they didn't expect. So I think that's really good. Or like I remember a few years ago my family was struggling with money, or like I remember like I had my heart break. Like in these type of situations, you can be like, okay, this person who was my partner is not in my life anymore, and tomorrow is a new day. I'm just gonna cry about it for one day. Tomorrow, single and happy, and I'm gonna do my life without this person. I'm gonna plan things and do the things that I like. That's how I get used to it. And I think this is really, really good that we are kind of mentally flexible and we can get used to the new situation and be like, okay, I don't have this person anymore. Okay, I have to change my decision even I didn't want to. Okay, I have to like hear this and not respond it, and they're treating me bad. You know, in these situations, I do really good. But the bad part of like being flexible and changing is that a lot of people get shocked and then be like, what? How? And a lot of the time it's not about like hard situations, it's about like you growing and you learning and you changing, and it makes people shocked. And just because you level up your life faster than other people are gonna be like, oh, you know, a lot of the time. Anyway, so I was gonna talk about like the 4 last things a strong person does, and the way we see the world is that we feel younger than our real age. You know, I think like a lot of people think like because you're mature and because you're like, you know, strong and you can handle everything and you have more experience in life, just because you're like mature and you are strong, you go to more bars with this life and its people. So they're always gonna think like, oh, you did more, so you know how to live this life, so you more sound like an older person, you know, you hang out with even older person. So do you feel older? No, I feel younger, because I think for you to feel old or depressed or less motivated or see the life less colorful and joyful, or like have less energy, which all of them makes you feel older than your real age, you need to struggle more. Now, just because we do more, we experience more situations and we handle more situations and we know more people, we do this, we do that. Our schedule is more full with more plans compared to other people. Does not mean we feel older, because it's easy for us. And it's like getting easier each day, because the more you do, the more you learn, and the more you can grow. And when you grow, life doesn't grow. Life is always gonna be the shit it is. So you're gonna handle everything better. And no, I feel like younger. I feel really younger based on my energy and my mindset and how I see this world and how hopeful I am. I'm younger. Another thing is that when you see strong people, they don't dress what is trendy. You don't see them with a stupid labubu if they don't really love the labubu, you know? With the cherry red purse if they don't really love the cherry red purse. Like, strong people most of the time have their own style, okay? They don't really care about the trend that much. They have their own style. If something is trend and I like it, I buy it. I don't have a guard. I'm not gonna buy this. I'm gonna be unique. People who wanna be unique are crazy in my mind. Because if you're unique, you're unique. If you're not, the more you try, the more you're gonna look like a clown wearing those things. You know? Strong people have their own style. A lot of them might not be stylish. For example, me, I have my own style. And people normally tell me that I'm not that stylish, even though I design fashion. This is my second job. But this is people's opinion and I respect it. But I then again see some people who are strong and stylish, and then they're like, you know, really iconic the way other people can't really copy them, instead of being trendy and a copy of just anybody else. You don't have to be like really stylish, but for you to choose your own style and what you prefer to wear, it shows that you're mentally strong and you're like, this is me, this is how I present myself. To be able to present yourself the way you are and the way you want it, it is really important. Okay, people who are strong are the type of people who do not really care about little issues, such as how this person talked about me, or like, why did they say this even though I didn't do this. You know, a lot of the time I see people being like, no, I did all this, but then this person see me like this, so what have I done wrong? Why does this person is saying that? As strong people, mentally strong people, all the time, we know we did not do anything wrong. You know? Because everything we do, we have control on it. We don't react fast. We don't get sad or angry fast. So we don't make anyone like feel bad, or we consider what we mean, what we say actually means. Because a lot of people say something and then you be like, no, you meant this, you broke my heart. And then they be like, but that's not what I meant. I meant this other thing. We're good at talking. We know what we're saying. And what we say literally means the thing we're trying to say, you know? We don't struggle when we talk. So when someone is like creating chaos and making a fuss and being like, oh my god, no, I feel like this and I feel like this, we know it's the other person. We don't sit here and overthink. This is my point. Strong people don't really overthink about, did I deserve the way this girl treated me? If we think we deserve it, we know it, we don't overthink it. And if we think we don't deserve it, we still know we don't deserve it and we don't overthink it. You know? The thing about, like, should I call normal? I hate the word normal. No. The thing that most people do, let's say, and I think you all should not do this, is that you sit here and if till this day of your 2 years friendship, you believe you're treating your friend nice and you deserve to be treated nice by them, but they treat you mean. After 2 years, you're gonna sit here and think about all the things you've done and be like, maybe I deserved it, maybe I did something wrong, blah, blah, overthink. But this is just a little problem to me as strong person, because doesn't matter if I'm a social strong person or if I'm not one, how many friends I have, it's not even about that. It's about me being like, I know, I don't doubt myself, I don't overthink like that. I know for 2 years I treated you good and you were ungrateful. For many people who are not strong, it's easier to believe they deserved what happened to them, because otherwise it's unfair and they're not strong enough to face it, or like they rather be like, I did something bad, not like this person was fake for 2 years. As strong people normally be like, it's them, not me, which make you like similar to some narcissist people or some self-centered people. Sometimes people might assume you're like this, but this is just you knowing about how you treated this girl for 2 years. You were considered how you treat her. You were thinking about it. You were planning what you said to her all the time. You were like considering her. That's what I said. That's what I was trying to say. So, you know, we're aware of what we do, and when a little problem is created in our life, such as kicking someone out of our life, we're not like, oh my God, maybe it's me, and I overthink. We don't overthink. We take it easy. This person is out. That's it. That's how it is. And the last thing strong people do is that we think like we don't owe anyone anything. If I give it to you, I choose to give it to you. But if I don't owe it to you just because we're friends. Or I don't owe it to you just because you're weak. A lot of people, after they hear someone expecting something from them that is too much, or something they don't do in return for them, they be like, oh, my friend is weak, I need to care for this person, I still want to be friends. But a strong person be like, I'm not weak, and I don't have time for weak people like you, and I don't have time for like being the way you want me to be and taking care of you like a baby. I do not want this responsibility. No, pass it to the next person. Double it and pass it to the next person. Now, what do I mean? For example, during the war, my country, I'm from Iran, had a war for 12 days with Israel. And then the internet was gone. So we could only call each other. And there are some friends that I never really call. I always type and chat with them. And I have a lot of friends. And this girl was not even like one of my main friends. Of course, I called my main friends and I was like, oh my God, are you scared? What's happening? You can come to our villa. It's out of town. It's out of the city, because we live in Tehran, which was getting bombed constantly. So I was talking to them. But this girl, she's not even my close friend. And I never called her. We always chat. And then she didn't call me to ask if I'm okay, and because we didn't have internet, we didn't type anything to each other. But then after the war, she was like, I'm so sad, I thought you're the kind of friend I can rely on. And I was like, I'm not gonna babysit you, and I hang up the phone. You know, maybe if it was someone else, not someone who's like really strong, and I'm not saying it's a good thing, I'm not saying what I did is good, because I told you at the beginning of the video, I'm gonna talk about how we do things, and it might be damaging for other people or us. This was not honestly damaging to me, but it might not even be the right thing to do. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe the right thing is not to hang up the phone, but I don't have time for that extra shit, you know? Because she was like, why didn't you call me? Meanwhile, she didn't call me either. So how is that my responsibility, you know? If you're strong, you don't have weird expectations from other people, you know? But then if you're weak yourself and your friend is weak and your friend is saying some BS like this, why didn't you call me even though I didn't call you? Where have you been? I'm a bit like mad at you. She said she's a bit mad at me, you know? If I was weak, I would be like, I'm weak and I need extra care and I need someone to babysit me at some point in life. So I'm gonna babysit her now, and I'm not gonna bring up the fact that like, well, you didn't call me either. You know, I think like people who are like, you know, weak in some aspect of their life, they're gonna need extra help, and in order to receive it, they're gonna give extra help to other people. They're gonna treat people the way other people want, because they want people to treat them in the way they want, and the way they want it is something weird. So they can do it together, but I can't do it with this type of people. I can't deal with this type of people. I didn't even bring up the fact that she didn't call. I just hung the phone up. I was like, whatever, bye bye. I'm so tired of this BS, you know. And this will give you more strong people like yourself and more strong friends. But then at the same time, this might be heartbreaking for the other person because they don't understand the whole situation. Or this can be like, make you not spend time to make everybody feel good, which I believe not my responsibility. So that's it. We can have like a second video about the things that strong people do, or if it benefits them or not, or for you to understand if you are a strong person as well or not, and for you to give me your opinion. Because a lot of the time, for example, maybe a thing I say that strong people do might be something to you that weak people do. For example, you might be like, you said the strong people are like this, but in my opinion, this is what weak people do. You know, like, be honest. Type your comments and let me know your opinion, or if you do any of these things and how you see it, what you think I'm losing, what you think I'm achieving. Because I really care about what people say, and I consider it and I think about it. If it's useful, I'm gonna change. It's gonna stay in my brain, I promise. But if not, this is the door of my brain and this is the door of the trash can. Your words, boop, trash can, you know. So yeah, you can say it and I will consider it and I will decide if I agree with you or not. Because, you know, I think like talking to people really benefit me and really makes me grow. Even the mean people who dislike me, because I know in the past few videos on Instagram that I uploaded, people were like, you are a narcissist. Meanwhile, if you search the narcissist, you will realize narcissist is someone who, oops, the camera. A narcissist is someone like who hates herself, himself. And they do all these things to you to feel validation. But people were calling me narcissist because I take care of myself and I believe in myself. Maybe you're insecure. I wanted to say this as well because I know that this is gonna benefit you. I'm not saying this to burn your ass. I'm just saying it to make it clear that what you're saying does not make sense. If you care, you can grow. But if you just want to say something that is like you think annoying to me, keep saying it and watch me care. Take care of yourself, and I love y'all. And I hope we all can be more strong each day, because it's gonna help us grow like super fast, and to like be fearless and to feel free and to live life to the fullest, you know, and to be crazy. Like, the power of being crazy is something that is really attractive, so we become even more attractive. And that's it. I love y'all. Kiss kiss. Take care of yourself.